Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to 80 Knox Herman Arena for another Windsor Aces hockey game as we welcome the St. George Ravens. My name is Mark Knight, doing the play-by-play for you tonight here on WeTV. We're going to start off with our visiting goaltender, Elio Emmanuel Noche. In 7 games played, he's 5-1 with a 3.47 goals against average and a .899 save percentage. No shutouts on the year, but he's looking for his first. The Windsor Aces goaltender tonight, they're going with their stalwart Zachary Uplegger, number 31. 12 games played, 8 wins, 3 losses, 4.54 goals against average, and a .878 save percentage. Also, no shutouts. These two teams are 1-1 head-to-head. Almost similar records, 13-3 for the St. George Ravens, 10-4 for the Windsor Aces. We're ready for the opening face-off, and here we go. Windsor wins the face-off. Bryce Yetman carries it in the zone. He dumps it deep. St. George is back there to pick it up. Shovels it around behind their net. Into the near corner. Comes out front. Little slap at the puck. Over to the far corner. As Ramil Talipov knocks it in. Puck works its way out. And Liam Hurley with a quick breakaway. Quick shot. First shot on net. And it's in. Beats Uplegger high to the left. And the St. George Ravens are celebrating. 1-0 really quickly here in the game. 1:24 is the time of that goal by Liam Hurley. We're going to make a correction, 24 seconds. Windsor controls the faceoff again. A little backhand into the zone. St. George is back there to pick it up. Josh Gill behind his own net, looking for the setup. Quick pass. Up off the sideboards, up off the glass, and out of the zone, up to center ice. Milos Nikolic tries to corral it. Ends up back in his zone. He's back to get it again, up along the boards. Out to the St. George Ravens. Little tap in the net it goes. Nick Bro, number 8. It quickly here at 80 Knox Herman Arena. In less than a minute, St. George is up 2-0. And they've got reason to celebrate here. The head coach of St. George said they need to man the puck, finish their checks, and stick to their system. And I think their system is working really well so far. Less than a minute in, and they've already potted 2 on the hometown Windsor Aces. Once again, Aces control the puck off the faceoff. I think they maybe want to let St. George win a face-off and change things around a little bit. Dump it into the zone. Little back pass behind the net. Little miscue there. But St. George is fighting for it. Comes up with the puck. Coming out of his zone. Sean Gagnon went down headfirst into the boards as the Ravens now into the Aces zone. Behind the net, circling, looking for a dump. No place to go with it. Kellen Geddes shovels it off to Carson McRae. Back to Geddes. Pushed off the puck. Liam Buckley there. Once again back behind the net. Controlling the puck in the Aces zone. It comes out front. Little soft backhand that Uplegger handles very easily. Back to the point. St. George dumps it back in. Aces are chasing here really early on. They're having a hard time getting something going. Jordan Clark with the puck skates into his own zone. Cycles. Taps the stick. Change coming up. Weaves and bobs. Quick shot blocked in front. Kicked out front in the slot. And the Aces have the puck. Up along the near boards. Icing has been indicated. Talking to Joe Burney, the head coach of the Windsor Aces. His keys to the game are can't gamble offensively, play a smart game, and capitalize on their mistakes. And there's Joe Burney right there. Well, I think that the tables have turned there because St. George has capitalized on 2 mistakes very, very early that the Windsor Aces have made. Aces with the puck skating out of their zone. Shovels it up the far side. Zach Gilbo knocks it in. Noche around the boards. Out front, St. George gets the puck, knocks it out of the zone. And there's the captain knocking the puck back in. Looks like the Aces are having a little bit of difficulty getting things going here as St. George has a little more control of their game here in the early going. Saab back in on the near boards. Quickly up to Nicolampi. Knocked back out. St. George has to regroup. Another quick pass up off the boards. The Aces may have a chance, and no, it's thwarted and knocked back out of the zone. Milos Nikolic dumps it in deep. St. George behind their own net. Quick pass out, knocked down in midair as Bryce Yetman, one of the sharpshooters on the Aces team, keeps that puck in. Fighting off the check is Connor McKay for the St. George Ravens. Kicks it loose. Comes out to Luke Mahan. Shovels it behind the net. Aces controlling. Back to Mahan. Miscued on the shot there. Got a little bit of a break. No trip call there. Double step over the blue line. Cole Altman. Wide of the net. Altman back behind the Aces net. Has the puck. Gets shoved off it. Looking for somewhere to go. And the front is clogged up. St. George keeps it in the zone for a second, but it manages to get out as a defensive core managed to control it, shove it back down the ice. Aces once again with the puck on the far boards. Skating it out of the zone. Hits the red line, shoots it in on net, and we have a whistle. Getting back to the St. George Ravens, Coach Dane O'Neill wanted to make sure that he mans the puck, and his team is doing that quite well. Not so much in finishing the checks, but they're definitely sticking to their systems. Quick out front to the slot. Quick snapshot. Gobbled up by the St. George Ravens, and out of the zone they go. Patrick McCall. Up into the Aces zone. He loses a puck. Quick battle one-on-one. Once again, back and forth, offside. Aces are forced to clear the zone. St. George tries for that long lead pass. It gets caught in a jumble of players up in center ice. Little soccer play doesn't work so well. 2-on-1. Quick pass out. Number 25. Thaddeus Aulela. Shot on net, but no avail. St. George intentionally wide of the net. Knocks it back in deep. Windsor Aces. Grab the puck. Jake Pickersgill tries to get it out of his zone. Pushing and shoving, but St. George seems to have the puck on a string tonight. Ramil Talipov into the zone. Knocks it out. Dumps back in. And there you see the score, 2-0. St. George Ravens very, very early in this game if you're just joining us. Liam Hurley. Deep in the zone. Got a bad piece of ice. He's still down on the ice. He fell rather awkwardly there. No call to be made. Pickersgill goes after it. Misses it, and St. George keeps it in the zone. Back up front, quick shot. Nice save there by Zachary Uplegger. And the Aces have a chance here. Evgeny Nadolchenko shoots high and wide. Jordan Clark backhands around, up the near boards, and St. George makes the speedy entry into the Aces zone. Little shovel back for Thaddeus Aulela out front. He misses that. Back out front, Aulela with a quick tip, but it goes high and wide. Aces with the puck. That went off the referee's foot. A little bit of a miscue. And a quick stretch pass, and that's going to go all the way down the ice for icing. Our officials tonight. Number 67, Dave Fedek is a referee. Ken Wilson, the other referee, number 13. And our linesman tonight is Tim Brooks, wearing number 56. Glad to have you along here at 80 Knox Hermit Arena, WeTV, Windsor Aces, and the St. George Ravens. Ravens win that face-off, but the Aces control it. Back behind the net. Little crumble. Miscued on the check. Puck laying there to be grabbed up. And the Aces get it back in their own zone. Shoveled up the near boards. Hard check there as Kellen Geddes tries to get the puck. Geddes gets the puck back. Quick shot. High off the glass. But the Ravens still in control. Carson McRae fighting for it. Back out to the point. And now the Aces get a chance to regroup. Alex Eagers up off the glass. Seegers once again hits the brakes, looking for somewhere to pass the puck. Little saucer pass out front, and he's corralled. Bryce Yetman, 2 blue jerseys covering him up as the St. George Ravens break the zone. Quick soft pass there by Carson McRae on Zachary Uplegger. Easy save for Uplegger, and we'll get a face-off to Zachary's right. 2 quick goals by the St. George Ravens, and that's where we sit at the moment. 7 minutes in at 80 Knox Herman Arena. Nice little skate save there, dump down the ice. We got a quick break here, quick shot on net, but the defense manages to get back. Soft pass off the side of the net by Zach Gilbo, and now he's in the corner fighting for it as the Ravens come out with it. Hurley in his own zone, quick drop back to Joshua Gill. Miscue and the Aces get it. Nice long lead pass. Quick shot. Nice save by Ilio Emmanuel Noche on a Bryce Yetman attempt at a goal for the Windsor Aces. Quick glove there by Noche. Had lots of net. Yetman was looking. And the score remains 2-0 for the visitors. 12:17 to play here in the first period at 80 Knox Herman Arena. A little slow on the control there, and let the Ravens come up, pick up the puck. A little bit of pocket picking going, 3-on-2 in. Little soft shot in there on Zachary Uplegger by Antonio Balestra. And Uplegger comes up with it. Things have settled down here a little bit. The Aces have kind of gained a little bit of composure and know a little bit more what to expect from this St. George Ravens team. Even though these teams are 1-1 head-to-head, Aces lost here in this building to the St. George Ravens the last time they were here. Soft backhand miscue. Another soft backhand. Got to get a little harder on those backhands. St. George comes up with the puck. Little scramble in the feet as Patrick McCall shoveled it up to Antonio Balestra. Out front, can't get a handle on the puck. St. George shovels it back. Balestra out front, taking the hacks and whacks, waiting for the puck to get back to him. It goes through his feet and through the blue ice. Jake Pickersgill in the corner. Fighting off his check. Setting up to Pickersgill. Up the near boards. Up across center. He's in the zone. Looking for a shot. No lane. Soft little backhand. He gets the puck back. Pickersgill in the corner. Lane Gouin around to the other corner. Quickly out front. And big shot on net, and Noche comes up with the save. Aces seem to be getting a little bit of something going here, but the St. John's Ravens steal that away from them. Little kick pass. Tadios Aulela with a quick shot on Zachary Uplegger. Uplegger with the save. Thanks for joining us here at WeTV, Windsor Aces Hockey at 80 Knox Herman Arena. My name is Mark Knight, doing the play-by-play, sitting in for Justin Prince. Face off to the left of Zachary Uplegger. Quick shot off the side of the net. Aces with the puck. Rink-wide pass gobbled up by St. George, and Luke Mahan shoveled it around behind his own net. Icing has been waved off. Noche out of his net to hold the puck up. Zachary Hartig forcing the play. Another little miscue there by Connor McKay of St. George. Quickly up. Bad pass. And the Aces come up with it. Milos Nikolic in the zone. Quickly drops back. Evgeny Nadolchenko trying to grab the puck. Can't get a shot off. And the Ravens get control behind their own net. Nadolchenko there, forcing the play. Little crisscross in front of their goaltender, Noche. As the Aces steal the puck as they cross the line, dumps it in, and Connor McKay grabs the puck back over to his defensive partner. Back to McKay. Little soft backhand off the near boards. Can't get control. Back to McKay in his own zone. Didn't like that setup, so we're going to try one more different play. Flip the page in the playbook and hand it off to the Windsor Aces. I don't think they're on the same page at this moment in time. Zach Gilbo shovels it into the corner. Quick pass out to Bryce Yetman. He goes high and off the dasher board, and the puck gets out. Liam Buckley up to the line, taken away from him. As Alex Seegers grabs the puck, he loses it, gives it up to Liam Buckley once again. Buckley fighting for it. Buckley is knocked down by Mitchell Olsen, and the Aces come away with it. Ramil Talipov quickly up to Zach Gilbo. Zach Gilbo is kind of tied up there from Joshua Gill, and the puck's out to neutral ice. Hand off to Ramil Talipov. Quick tip up to Bryce Yetman. Yetman tries to go wide. Quick shot on net up off the shoulder of Noche. He didn't know where it was for a second, but he looked down and it was sitting at his feet. Quickly gets the glove on it for the save for the St. George Ravens. St. George Ravens are 13-3 on the season with 26 points. And the Windsor Aces are 10-4 on the season with 20 points, both with a 4-game win streak coming in tonight's game. So someone's going to go away a winner and someone's going to go away a loser. And we're going to break a streak here tonight at the 80 Knox Herman Arena. Little flick pass out and behind the penalty box. We'll get that puck back and have a face-off to the right of Elio Emmanuel Noche. As I said, both teams are on a 4-game win streak. St. George just keeps rolling along, and as you know, the Windsor Aces were fortunate to take down the Kingsville Kings their last game. Quite a surprise to many hockey fans. The Kings rolling along. Aces now. Nikolic. Wide shot, gobbled up by St. George. Quick pass up through the legs. No control, and the Aces come away with it. Here's Bryce Yetman over the line. Looking for somewhere to pass. Little soft pass in. Noche has it between the pads, looks down, and throws some leather on the puck. 7:46 to play here in the first period at 80 Knox Herman Arena. Windsor Aces against the St. George Ravens, and they find themselves down 2 goals. In less than a minute, St. George potted 2. Aces are looking for their first goal of the game. Lane Gouin. Puck caroms off, out front, trying to set something up. A little soft pass backwards. Not a lot of communication here with the Aces as it kind of goes out front. Back down low. Zach Gilbo. Looking for somewhere to go. Makes the curl. Soft backhand through the crease as Bryce Yetman was waiting on the doorstep. Gilbo once again off of Noche and out of play. 7:12 to play here in the first period. Face off to the right of Noche. Deep in the St. George Ravens zone. The Aces win the face-off. Comes up to the blue line and gets knocked out. Nick Bro looking for a fortuitous catch, but wasn't able to get to the puck as the Aces throw it up. That's Zach Gilbo. Down the near boards into the St. George zone. Around behind the net. Bryce Yetman is there to pick up the puck. As St. George knocks it out of their zone. Ramil Talipov fighting his man off. Liam Hurley with the puck. Quick little head fake through the blue ice. He goes into the net and quickly gets out. Doesn't interfere with the goaltender. As the Aces come up with the puck. Can't quite control it as it ends back up in the St. George zone. Tadios Aulela with the puck. Aces now heading back into the St. George zone. That's Ramil Talipov. Shoved off the puck. Into skates. Referee Dave Pettick is in there looking for it. He can see it. No whistle. Puck comes loose. Aces got it. Quick shot there by Mitchell Olsen. And Elio Emmanuel Noche is there with the save. Alex Seegers and Bryce Yetman are the 2 key players for the Windsor Aces in 13 games played. 17 goals, 22 assists for Seegers, and 25 goals, 22 assists for Yetman. They've yet to score a point yet tonight. Aces breaking through. Liam Buckley deep in the Aces zone. Carson McRae looking for it. Ramil Talipov shovels it forward. Over to the near boards is Jake Pickersgill. He's tied up at the blue line, loses the puck. And St. George shovels it down, and that'll be an icing call on St. George Ravens. Good shot there of Zachary Uplegger. He'd like to have those first 2 goals back in the game. Kind of caught him not quite ready, I would say. As Milos Nikolic gets up into the zone. Bryce Yetman in to take the face-off that the St. George Ravens controls. Ravens now, close offside, get a quick shot on net. Out front, nobody there, and the Aces have the puck out of their zone very quickly. Zach Gilbo knocked off the puck. Ramil Talipov. Correction, make that Alex Seegers into the corner. He's fighting for it one-on-one, pushing and shoving. A little bit of communication there. Didn't like the way the sticks collided with the skates, I guess. As the Aces are trying to shape it up. Quickly, Bryce Yetman gets it back across the blue line. Little drop back to Gilbo. Gilbo's checked and the puck's taken away from him, and the Ravens go the other way. Nicolampi tries to shovel the puck towards Zachary Uplegger, and the Aces ice the puck as they're clearing the zone. 4:21 to play here in the first period at 80 Knox Herman Arena. You're watching Windsor Aces hockey on WeTV. Yetman wins that face-off. Into the corner, comes out. St. George gets a quick shot on it, but it goes wide. There's the Aces, soft back across the ice. Up front, dump back to the D. Down behind St. George's net. Quick pass out to the right side. Up the middle is Liam Hurley. Nicolampi, quick shot on net. And Joseph Shaheen was looking for one. And Zachary Uplegger says, not this moment. Zachary Uplegger has the lion's share of the work for the Windsor Aces in 12 games. He's appeared in with 8 wins, 3 losses. Aces control the faceoff, but quickly give it up to the St. George Ravens. Ravens now number 12, Patrick McCall, shovels it into the corner. Zachary Hartig comes out of the corner with the puck, dumps it down. Joshua Gill has a hard time controlling the puck. Behind his own net, quick shot up, and they score from a tight shot in the corner. That's Evgeny Nadolchenko. He's standing on the goal line, flicks it up into the corner, up and over Ilio Emmanuel Noche, and cuts the lead in half. There's a good shot of Noche as he skates back to his bench for a little bit of celebration. Cameron Pickersgill wins that faceoff. Quickly up. Lane Gouin with the puck, gives it up at the blue line. Lane Gouin has to cycle back, get back on side. Nice check there, knocks him off the puck, but the Ravens are back to pick it up. Liam Hurley. Drop back through the blue ice, back across once again. Hurley with the puck. Loses it at the blue line. Aces control. Aces back out of their zone. Ramil Talipov. Quickly up to Cameron Pickersgill. Back to Talipov. Talipov shovels it over in front. Aces once again. Back across. Lane Gouin with a quick shot on Noche. And Noche with the save. A little bit of life in the Windsor Aces skating ability now. They're a little happier now that they've got one. 2-1 here. 2:29 to play in the first period. As you see, Alex Seegers skate to his position as Bryce Yetman takes the face-off, tries to go forward, but the Ravens grab a hold of it. Quick shot on net, up front to Yetman. Yetman can't quite control it. He shovels it into the corner. Seegers tries to get it back to Yetman. Out to the point and out over the blue line, back inside. Aces have to clear. Ravens with the puck. Into the zone. Kellen Geddes up off the glass. Puck's behind the net now as Zach Gilbo fights for it. St. John's Ravens looking for it. And Luke Mahan throws the big check. Zach Gilbo up the far boards. Just offside. Got held up at the blue line, and his teammate managed to get in the zone before he did, and Zach Gilbo is shaking his head there, thinking. Ravens win that face-off, knock it deep into the Aces zone. Milos Nikolic gets it up to neutral ice. And they shovel it deep, and the Ravens come up with it. Connor McKay, high shot, ends up on net at Zachary Uplegger, easy for him to play. Here's Gilbo. Across, can't quite control it. Alex Seegers got handcuffed with that pass. Out to the point. Knocked back in the corner. Bryce Yetman's fighting for it. Alex Seegers back to relieve him. Knocked out to neutral ice, and Ramil Talipov with the puck. No Lane shovels it back as the Aces work it out of the zone. St. George Ravens with the puck up the near boards. Quick pass, but Nick Bro is offside as he collect that pass, and we'll have a face-off out in neutral ice. Dave Fedek explaining the rules, that he was offside. I don't think he agreed with them, but Dave Fedek wins that one. Liam Hurley quickly into the zone. Quick shot on the side of the net. Uplegger there with it. Another quick pass out, but some good D by Talipov. Mitchell Olsen tried to get that pass up to Zach Gilbo. It was knocked down by the Ravens. Quick shot on net there by Bryce Yetman in tight, and Noche comes up with a save. 3.4 seconds to play here in the first period, and you see the score 2-1 for the visitors, and the visitors are the St. George Ravens. Ace's goalie is still in the net. Quick pass out, nice little shovel behind. Open net. The referee is indicating goal. Indicating goal. A little backhand shovel just at the buzzer. And no argument from the St. George Ravens. A little bit of celebration on the Windsor Aces part, so I think we've got ourselves a good goal. The scoreboard does show 2-2 right at the buzzer. As the period ends, the St. George Ravens with two quick ones to start the game. The Windsor Aces fight back mid-period and get one very, very late. Score 2-2 at the end of one. We'll be back with second period action. Stay with us. You're watching Windsor Aces Hockey on WeTV. Welcome back to 80 Knox Herman Arena. Mark Knight here on WeTV doing the play-by-play for the Windsor Aces and the St. George Ravens. You see our score after one period of play. It's 2-2. The St. George Ravens got to the Windsor Aces very, very early. One goal in 24 seconds, one goal at 55 seconds. But the Windsor Aces managed to put one together at 16:39, and then one at a buzzer beater, 19:59, and that's where we sit, 2-2. Tim Brooks ready to make the faceoff. Aces try to control it, but St. George Ravens hop on that. Carson McRae hops over the line to get the puck. It gets shoveled back into the St. George zone. St. George back around behind their own net. The Windsor Aces are in there a little more off the gun to get things started. They got surprised early, and they don't want that to happen again. But the Ravens are in there looking for their go-ahead goal. And Zachary Uplegger is there to make sure they don't get it. Knocked back into the Aces zone. Mitchell Olsen back to get it as icing is waved off. Olsen having a hard time with it. Alex Seeger quickly up to Bryce Yetman. Yetman gets his pocket picked. Kellen Geddes. Quickly up to Yetman. Yetman weaves. Puck's taken off his stick. He gets back to it on the far boards, dumps it in deep, and goes for a change. This period, it seems like the St. George Ravens are having a little bit of difficulty getting things going there. A minute 34 in, and they haven't scored, so I guess you can say that that's a little bit of a problem for them if we count it by the first period. Cameron Pickersgill in to take the face-off. Won by the Ravens, dumped around on the far boards, and the Ravens pick it up, try to get the speedy getaway out. Pickersgill, quick shot on Noche. Noche had a little bit of difficulty with it off the shoulder, but no rebound, and Noche comes up with the puck. You can catch all Windsor Aces action here on WeTV. Head on over to we-tv.ca and check out our Facebook page. Quick pass out. It's a foot race for it, and the Ravens get to it first. Little soft shot in towards Zachary Uplegger. He had the pads down and the paddle down, and it wasn't going to get past him this time. Face off one again by the Ravens. Quick shot to the near boards. Liam Hurley shovels it around back. Tries to get it back. Comes all the way out. Jake Pickersgill. Fighting off the check. Gets to the puck first. 3 Ravens on him. Coughs up the puck as Lane Gwen goes in to help him out. Pickersgill fighting for the puck. It comes out. Gwen chasing for it. And Cameron Pickersgill over to help out. Quick pass across, picked off by the Ravens. Liam Hurley. Little saucer pass out front to Thaddeus Aulela. Doesn't connect. Joshua McVeigh. Nowhere to go towards the net. He dumps it into the far corner. Little soft check there, and looks like he's bothered his shoulder as he's skating to the bench. Aces dump it deep. St. George at the puck. Quick pass up. Big shot by Nick Bro. Right into the chest protector of Zachary Uplegger. A little bit of a strange check right there in that situation, and one of the St. George Ravens went off with a sore shoulder. We'll see if we can't get an update on that player in just a little bit. The Ravens with control. Quick shot in towards the net. Back out to the blue line once again. Another shot. That goes wide. Off a leg. And the Aces get it out of their zone. Little tip forward. They go offside as it gets blocked on the blue line. Patrick McCall dumps it deep for the St. George Ravens. There's Richard Heindel trying to keep it in. It gets through him. Back over to Heindel it goes. Quick pass up on the blue lines gets knocked in by Liam Hurley, and he shovels it out towards the net. Ace is going for a sprawl, knock it out into neutral ice, and makes it all the way back down to the Ravens zone. Ravens with the puck. Liam Hurley. Nowhere to go. Drops it back to Matthew Souls. Gets around Richard Heindel and all the way down the ice for an icing call. A little more fast pace here this second period. The first 4 minutes and 20 seconds in. First period took a little bit to get going for the Aces, but they're right in it here. St. George Ravens with a quick shot out front. Kellen Geddes. He's knocked off the puck. Quick shot in off a stick, goes wide. Alex Eagers. And it looks like we have our first penalty coming up. Interference is being called. And that'll be charged to Evgeny Nadolchenko as he heads to the box for 2 or less. And the St. George Ravens go on the power play. Liam Buckley in to take the face off. Tried the little wraparound, but Uplegger had to paddle down. Blew a shoe on that one. Couldn't quite stay up on his feet there. Nick Bro as the puck goes up and out of play. Buckley in once again to take the face off against Bryce Yetman. Same play off the face-off. Tried to do the wraparound. It didn't come out just quite the way they wanted it. Quick shot by Joshua Gill. Nice save by Zachary Uplegger. St. George Ravens still on the power play. Didn't quite connect. And Joshua Gill has to go back in his own zone to get the puck. Gill up the near boards, shovels it in, and Uplegger goes out to catch the puck. He misses the puck, has to quickly get back in his net. And Bryce Yetman gets a hold of it, shoots it all the way down the ice. As the Aces have the long change here in the second period. Yetman with a little sweep at it. There's Zach Gilbo. He gets into the zone, loses the puck. Yetman once again. St. George Ravens quickly back out. Nick Bro with the puck. Shovels it across the front of the net. No one there in a blue jersey anyway to pick up the puck. Quick shot out front. And that's another goal by number 22, Liam Hurley. With just 2 seconds left in the power play. .6:13 of the second period. And the St. George Ravens go up by a score of 3-2. Good work by the St. George Ravens there. But now the Windsor Aces have got their work cut out for them once again. They're on the back end of the score as Noche comes out of his net to play the puck around. Scramble in the corner. Aces come out with it. Soft backhand there by Nick Bro. And another shot from way outside, and that one beats Zachary Uplegger. .6:13 and 6:45 here in the second period. So kind of like the first period, but just a little bit later on. And the score is quickly the St. George Ravens 4 and the Windsor Aces 2. Face off at center ice. St. George with the puck. Joseph Sheehan shoots it down towards the net, but wide, and the Aces knock it out of their zone. St. George once again with the quick short passes. Joseph Sheehan shovels it out front. It gets across to Geddes. But Nikolic is there to knock it back. Geddes once again for St. George. Mahan around. Gilbo knocks him off the puck. Quick pass out. Geddes for St. George. Takes a swipe at it. St. George steps into that at the face-off dot and rips one towards Uplegger. And Uplegger is there to make the save. Well, the Windsor Aces have caught themselves in a bit of a hole again. Got caught standing still, and the Aces have to find a way to shake that off. First goal was a power play, but the second goal, no excuse for giving that one up. Uplegger would like to have that one back. As both teams fight for it behind the net. Nadalchenko up the far boards. Quick shot in on Noche, high, but Noche's out at the top of the crease, makes the save. With lots of blue sweaters around to help protect them. Face off to the left of Noche. Nadalchenko in for the Aces. Quick shot there by Hartig. Big rebound, but the Ravens come up with it. Bro shoots it wide. Bro gets it back. Olsen. Quickly over to Talipov. Talipov can't quite keep it on his stick. And the Ravens get the puck back. Leaking into the front, big check. And Bro is knocked to the ice as Talipov works the puck out into neutral ice. Aulela tries to shovel it back to Bro. And the Aces grab the puck and shoot it out to neutral ice. Talipov around. To Olsen, back to Talipov. Quickly out. Reach the stick, tipped out. Should have been icing. Icing was called off. Aces get a break on that one. We got a whistle behind the play. And the Aces find themselves down a man the second time as Ramil Talipov will sit for 2 or less. .10:52 to go here in the second period at 80 Knox Herman Arena. St. George Ravens lead the Windsor Aces by a score of 4-2. And St. George is once again on the power play, as Ramil Talipov will sit for 2 or less. Rather unfortunate as they take a swipe at the puck. Hits a man and gets knocked down and kept in the zone. McKay gets the puck back towards the net, into the chest protector of Uplegger. No rebound. He'll go for the faceoff instead of giving it up, with St. George Ravens on the doorstep looking for number 5. Mark Knight in for Justin Prince here on WE TV. You're watching Windsor Aces hockey. Up and over McKay. Tries to keep it in the zone. Can't quite do that. Works his way all the way back down. St. George on the power play. Managed to keep it in the zone. And that's Zach Gilbo burning some time off the clock. In comes Seegers. Trying to give his team a little bit of breathing room. Heindel with the whiff. Gets the puck back. Dumps it deep. That's Nikolic. Up and around and out of the zone. 54 seconds on the penalty to Talipov. As the Ravens come out of their zone. Joshua Gill. From post to post. Out front. Quick shot there by Aulela. And Zachary Uplegger in for the save. Yetman and Buckley in to take the faceoff as the Aces get themselves set and in position. Nick Bro with a quick shot. Back out to Gill. Gill shovels it back over to Bro. Bro bounces around behind the net as St. George controls and out, and the Aces grab it. Here comes Yetman. Yetman, quick drop back to the point. Nobody there, all the way back into the zone. As they're content just to burn some time off the clock and pass the puck around. Play a little game of keep away from the St. George Ravens. As you see Noche there banging his stick, letting them know that the penalty has expired. Teams are five-a-side once again as Geddes overskates the puck, and Yetman ends up with it. Little bit of weave. Drops it back to Seegers. He gets a quick shot off, but it's deflected up and into the netting. And we'll have a face-off to the right of Noche. Good shot there of Alex Seegers. One of the leading scorers on the team. Also the leading player in penalty minutes for the Windsor Aces. St. George just seems to have a little bit extra step tonight as they're digging for the puck very hard. Altman in deep. Gets it towards the net. Uplegger gives it back to him. Altman behind the net once again. Shovels it around. And that's Olsen. Gets it out of the zone. Gilbo goes after it. He can't quite get there in time. As a defense core for St. George passes it back and forth. Seegers. Back out to Talipov. Over to Yetman. Yetman behind the net. Hands it off. That's Olsen. Passes it around off the stick, and Talipov can't quite handle it as St. George goes the other way. Caught offside. Got to wait for the tag up, and they dump it in. St. George goes for a change as the Aces look to capitalize on that change. There's Gilbo chasing it down. Aces, quick pass across. Hurley looks to dump it behind the net. Mitchell Olsen fighting for it against two blue jerseys. And Bryce Yetman with the puck. The Aces captain hits the brakes, passes it across. Sees Gilbo on the far boards. Gilbo gets down behind the net. Out to Seegers. Seegers can't quite get the puck on the net. Back to Gilbo. Gilbo pans it back to Mahan. Mahan gets a quick shot. And Yetman is right on the doorstep, but Noche is there and no rebound to be had. You see Bryce Yetman tap the goaltender Noche, letting him know that he thought that was a pretty good save. Good sportsmanship here in this game thus far. A couple of minor penalties. Both assessed to the Windsor Aces as we get set for another face-off to the right of Noche. Quick face-off win. Quick shot there by Milos Nikolic. Right on net. Noche in for the save. We'll do it once again. Pickersgill doesn't win that face-off as it gets shoved around the far boards. Out front, pass across in front of the crease. And back to Nikolic. Nikolic can't quite get a hold of it. Liam Buckley finds himself heading in all alone. Can't quite control the puck to get the shot off. As the Aces are making a stab at it, Pickersgill down the far boards. Gets knocked off the puck, comes up with it once again. Pickersgill, Cameron Pickersgill now with the puck back. Gouin across the blue line, back to Pickersgill. Nice pick out of the air by Nikolic. He shovels it forward. Quick shot and in the net. Great goal by Cameron Pickersgill, but a great pick out of the air by Milos Nikolic to keep that puck in play inside the St. George zone. .5:30 to go here in the second period. And Windsor is closing the gap on the St. George Ravens. Puck down behind the Aces net. Shoveled across. That's Seegers. Over to Yetman. Yetman up down the near boards. Bobs and weaves. Up to Gilbo. Gilbo can't quite get it past his man as the Ravens go around him and back the other way. Offside. As Talipov was just a little more exuberant than his line mates as he commits the offense and causes the faceoff just outside the Ravens' blue line. You can see the backup goaltender, Austin Strom, wondering if he's going to get an opportunity to play tonight. Nick Bro for the Ravens, checked off the puck as Gilbo comes up with it. Gilbo across to Mitchell. Back to Gilbo. Aulela on him. Here comes Gilbo once again. Tries a little toe drag. The puck gets picked away from him. And the Ravens go back the other way. As Bryce Yetman tries to knock the puck in the zone with his hand. He's just a little bit ahead. And the Windsor Aces go offside. There's Luke Mahan. Waiting to go to work. And now he has the puck. Luke Mahan dumps it deep. Gets it around to Seegers. Seegers is tapping his stick, trying to come up with it. There's Gilbo. Luke Mahan leans on his player. Gilbo comes up with the puck. Gilbo fighting off two St. George Ravens. Quick shot towards the net. Two Aces behind the net. And the Ravens come out 4-on-2. Look at the headman. The puck gets a long shot on net as Altman was waiting for the puck to be passed to him. But the shot goes into Uplegger from about the blue line, and he makes no mistake. Not from that distance anyway. Zachary Uplegger cleaning the house, making sure the blue ice stays blue. Nadolchenko wins that faceoff as Luke Mahan shovels it around the boards. Quickly across to the far boards. Aces can't catch up to it as the Ravens grab it and shoot it back into the Aces territory. Altman looking for a pickoff. Can't quite control it. Here's Yetman. Correction. That's Gagnon. St. George shovels it up, gets it into the feet of Nikolic, and it comes out over the line as the Ravens have to check up. Pickersgill goes in after it, doesn't get to it in time, and the St. George Ravens shoot it back down the ice. Nikolic behind his own net, being checked by Balestra. Hurley comes up with it. Hurley in, makes the curl behind the net, turns and fires, hits a body in front. And that body was a Windsor Aces. He grabs the puck and shoots it up into the netting. Puck's out of play. 2:48 to play here in the second period. Score is 4-3 in favor of the St. George Ravens. 2 goals in the first, 2 goals in the second, and tried to make it 3 goals in the second there with a quick wraparound. But Uplegger says no. If you remember in the first period, St. George got 2 quick ones, and the Windsor Aces got one mid-period and then as a buzzer beater. But St. George came back and got 2 quick ones again in the second period, less than 30 seconds apart. And the Aces answered back to make the score 4-3. We got a penalty coming up to St. George. I think it's going to be an elbowing penalty. No, they're calling it an elbow penalty. Dave Fedek gives the sign. As number 22, Liam Hurley, heads to the penalty box. And the Windsor Aces get their first power play of the night. Face off down to the right of Elio Emmanuel Noche. And the Aces win the face-off but can't control it. And the St. George Ravens shovel it down into the Aces territory. Trying to break the zone. Can't quite get out. The Ravens get a stick on it. Push it back in. Here comes Yetman. Out of his own zone, carrying the puck, looking for some room. A little bit of protection, shovels it around the far side. Seegers now. Seegers drops it back to the point. Mitchell's there. He gets the puck. Back to Mitchell. Mitchell's looking for some room. As the Ravens have got the box working rather well. Over to Yetman. Talipov is looking for it. He calls for it, gets it. He shovels it back to Yetman. Yetman winds, tips back to Talipov. Talipov to Yetman. He goes across, tips over. That's Mitchell in tight. Mitchell up to Seegers. Correction, that's Gilbo. Seegers is in front. Mitchell to Talipov. Back to Mitchell. Quick pass to Talipov. Blocked. And Shaheen comes up with it. Shovels it out. And the Ravens looking for a little timely shot. Liam Buckley there. Trying to force the play. Almost grabbed one. As a miscue. Mitchell wanted him to be introduced to the ice. Knocks him over. No call. There's Seegers. Seegers hold it back. Shovels it back to Gilbo. Penalties. 11 seconds left in the penalty. 35 seconds left in the period. Talipov. Quick shot blocked by the Ravens and shoveled down. Right on to Uplegger. Uplegger shovels one up. Tries to get it up quickly. Up to Gilbo. Penalty's about over as he comes and crosses it in. Liam Hurley out of the penalty box. Cuts off that pass. Hurley with it once again. Hurley gets it up to Shaheen. Shaheen in all alone. Shovels it across, looking for the pass instead of shooting. There's a Lampy. Tries to get the shot on net. And the buzzer goes. At the end of 2 periods of play, you see the score there. The visitors with 4 and the home team with 3. St. George Ravens lead the Windsor Aces by a score of 4-3. You're watching Windsor Aces hockey on WeTV at 80 Knox Herman Arena. And we'll be back in just a bit with the third period action. Stay with us. Welcome back to 80 Knox Herman Arena. Mark Knight in for Justin Prince. Windsor Aces hockey on WeTV as they are playing the St. George Ravens. And you can see the Ravens are up by a score of 4-3. I was talking with the Ravens trainer, and Carson McRae, number 10 for the St. George Ravens, is out with a shoulder injury. They don't know if it's been dislocated or not. He said he has all the feeling in his hand and can move his fingers, but they'll wait for the doctor's report. We're set to go here in the third period as the Aces win the faceoff, but quickly the St. George Ravens are on the puck. Collision on the near boards as Gilbo waits for his opponent to get away. Quick shot deep, and the Aces come up with the puck. Gilbo shovels it down. Joshua Gill back in his own zone behind the net. Quickly shovels it up. Long lead pass. That goes in for icing. Yeah, he took a rather odd check there, Carson McRae, at the far boards and skated off the ice very, very softly, favoring the shoulder. You can see another little conversation there, and Seegers is looking for a little bit of a something there. It almost looked like they were poking fun at each other, but we do have a penalty. Talipov is in the box. That's his second penalty of the night. We got another penalty coming up, this time to St. George. As you see, Uplegger leave the net. St. George touches the puck. So 27 seconds in, Windsor gets a penalty. 49 seconds in, St. George gets a penalty. Nick Bro will sit 2 minutes. 4-on-4 hockey here at 80 Knox Herman Arena. A little bit more room for the Windsor Aces and the St. George Ravens to work. And the Ravens are the first to get the shot on net. Geddes shoots and curls back for a quick change. Here comes Yetman. In the zone, protecting the puck. He's behind the net. Gilbo goes in to help him out. Back to Yetman. Yetman tries to shovel it out to Mahan. Mahan plays his man, and the puck gets past him. There's Liam Buckley. Buckley with a quick shot. Uplegger shovels it to the far side, and it's kept in by the St. George Ravens. Gilbo once again being challenged by Buckley. Puck goes all the way down. St. George looking to set up 4-on-4 hockey for 43 seconds. As Shaheen comes into the zone, quick shot, tipped up and off the boards. Mitchell Olsen now gets the puck quickly up to Gilbo. Gilbo over to Yetman, back to Gilbo. Quick shovel across, hit the inside of the post, didn't go in. And the St. George Ravens come out with the puck. That's McKay. Hands it back off to Joseph Shaheen. He gets a quick shot up and over the net. Here's Gilbo with the puck. 5 seconds left in the Aces penalty as Gilbo straddles the blue line and coughs up the puck. Short-handed now are the Aces, but they're, short-handed are the Ravens, but they're in the Aces zone. As you see, Talipov back on the ice, looking for the pass. Up to Yetman. Yetman goes in, tries to flop, can't handle it. Quickly over. And the penalty has expired. for the Ravens. A little quick backhand. That one goes wide as Hurley picks it up, drops it back. Ravens now with the puck. McCall trying to hold it on the boards. Big Mahan is in there with him. And Cole Altman shovels it back. Talipov behind his own net. Being chased around. That comes out to Cameron Pickersgill. Quickly up to Jake Pickersgill. He cuts in. Puck's knocked off his stick. Pickersgill in there. As the St. George Ravens quickly pass it out on the far boards. It comes out. Corrals off one of the linesmen. And quickly out. Nick Alampi in tight with a quick shot. And that goes up and over. Out of play. If you're just joining us, St. George Ravens lead the Windsor Aces by a score of 4-3. And as a reminder, you can catch all the Windsor Aces action on WeTV. we-tv.ca/Facebook. Face off to the right of Uplegger. Aces win that. Hard pass out of the zone by Hartig. Picked up by the Ravens. Little shovel back in front of the net. Hits a body and knocked up off the glass. Stays in the zone. Nice stick work there, keeping the puck out of the zone. That was close. Ravens now. Trying to get a little quick shot on. Here's Mitchell Olsen. Quick pass up. Looking for Hartig. Can't quite handle it. Joshua Gill inside the Aces zone with the puck. Passes it off. That's Hartig with a hard shot into the far corner. As the Ravens are forced to retreat back to their own zone. Tripped up by the Aces. Falls to the ice. Quick shot by Alampi. Steered to the corner by Uplegger. Seeger's looking for the quick pass. Can't quite get it. Has to curl back. Mahan shovels it forward. And icing is waved off. Ravens trying to get themselves set up. There's Yetman in there. Grabs the puck. Hands it back to his defense partner. Back up to Yetman. Here's Seegers and Yetman. Seegers over to Gilbo. Quick shot on net. Noche steers it up into the netting. 14:21 to play here in the third period. The score remains St. George Ravens 4 and the Windsor Aces 3. Wholesale line change for the Windsor Aces as they're set to make the face-off here to the right of Elio Emmanuel Noche. Won by the Ravens and knocked out of the zone. No icing as Talipov races for it. First one back, can't quite control the puck. Mahan back in to help out. Mahan shovels around to the corner. Mahan gets it back. Back out to Gilbo. Quickly up to Yetman. Talipov back to Yetman. Yetman can't hold it to the line. Liam Buckley in the Aces zone. Liam Buckley. Shaheen out front waiting for the pass. Shaheen with it. Buckley curls back out front. Can't quite control it. And Gilbo goes the other way. Gilbo up to the blue line. Gives it up to Yetman. Yetman back to Gilbo. Back to Yetman. Shoveled into the corner. As the Ravens skate out of the zone. Liam Buckley shoots on net and goes out for a change. There's Gilbo. Shovels it out, but it's blocked by Connor McKay and knocked back into the Aces zone. Mitchell Olsen. Over to Mahan. Up to Gilbo. Gilbo's pinched off the puck. And Connor McKay now quickly shoots it out and puts it right on Noche's stick. Surprises Noche with it, and he's kind of wondering, what'd you do that for? But he made the save nonetheless. Not an own goal here tonight yet. That would have changed the game just a little bit. As you see the linesman with a little chuckle. Talking to Ken Wilson about that. Aces trying to get something going, trying to keep it in the zone. Mitchell Olsen shovels it back. McCall up over the line, protecting the puck, getting deep in the corner. Jake Pickersgill hands it off. Quickly up to Cameron Pickersgill. Up back to Jake. Gets a quick shot. It goes wide off the end boards and back out to neutral ice. Cameron Pickersgill once again curls it around as Noche was out to play it, and it caromed off the boards in a rather strange way, but hit the side of the net, didn't come out front. As the Ravens try to get rid of the puck and send it down the ice, but this time it's called for icing. Each period, the play has seemed to pick up here. In the first period, it started things off with the St. George Ravens, and it was a little back and forth. And the Aces got in the game, tied it up 2-2. Second period was a little more fast-paced. In this third period here, the pace has picked up again just a little bit. Seven goals, 4 penalties. And the Ravens with the puck in their own end. Hurley shovels it around deep. Talipov trying to keep him off the puck. In comes Lane Gwen. Gwen gets it over to Jake Pickersgill. Pickersgill back to Talipov. He loses the puck to Gill. Gill knocks it out of the zone. Mahan on to play it. There's Talipov. Back into the zone of the Ravens. The Ravens with the puck. Quick breakout pass. Here comes Aulela. He gets the shot and he's knocked to the ice. Jake Pickersgill up to Cameron. That pass is cut off. Nick Bro now. Shovels it over to the far boards. Quick shot wide of the net. Pickersgill dumps it deep, goes for a change. Josh Gill with the puck behind his own net. Number 4 for the St. George Ravens. Hands it off to Shaheen, and Gill gets it back. Quickly up the far boards. That puck is picked up by the Windsor Aces and back in. Up off a couple of sticks and out of the zone as Sean Gagnon tries to play the puck. Jordan Clark across to his defensive partner, back to Clark. Clark skates out of the zone, up the middle, and gets a quick shot in. Uplegger lets that go under his glove and into the corner. Mitchell Olsen behind his net. Looking to dish off to Hardig. Hardig quickly shovels it back up, give and go back to Mitchell Olsen, and it goes too wide. Nadalchenko up to Hardig. Onto the stick of Seegers. Hardig gets knocked to the ice. We got a penalty coming. A tripping penalty is being called as Hardig gets upended. And Max Hering is going to sit in the penalty box, and there you see the shoulder of Carson McRae in behind Max Hering as he's favoring that shoulder with an ice pack. Face off to the right of Noche. All the way down the ice. Pickersgill's taunting him. Quickly up, miscue. The Ravens pick up the puck. And they're content just to skate it around a little bit, eat the clock, get it out of their zone. They're leading by a score of 4-3. halfway through the third period. Big check on Cameron Pickersgill, and you can hear the sticks crash on the St. George Ravens net. Another big check. And here we go. Sticks are flying, pushing and shoving. A little bit of extra conversation and a few extra smiles, as they didn't like the way that Alex Seegers was in too tight to their goaltender, and he was sent for a ride. A little bit of pushing and shoving. As I said, six were flying, and referee Dave Fedek trying to settle things down here. No arms in the air. That means no calls. They're going to let that one stand, as the Dane O'Neill, head coach of the St. George Ravens, is shaking his head. All the way down the ice to Uplegger. Uplegger, little saucer pass quickly up to Seegers. Seegers tries to dish it over to Yetman, and the Ravens get to it first. Nikolic behind his own net. There's Seegers. Quick pass up to Gilbo. Gilbo gets it tied up in his skates, comes up with the puck. Pass across. Up to Yetman. Hit a leg. Yetman gets the puck back. Quickly up to Seegers. As they're setting up on the power play, quickly in. Gilbo was on the doorstep, couldn't quite get to the puck. Across to Yetman. Up to Gilbo. Yetman once again. Seegers now with the puck. Yetman gets it back. Gilbo with the puck. Nikolic back to Gilbo. Gilbo with a quick shot. Another quick shot. Hand pass is being called. No. Out in front, Noche without a stick. He picks up his stick as the puck gets out of the zone. 1 second left on the penalty. All even now. Ace is still with control. Quick shot. That puck had an address on it, but Noche was there to get it first. The puck gets knocked all the way down right into Uplegger's paddle. And he'll hold the puck for a face-off. Tim Brooks, our linesman, ready to drop the puck. Face-off won by Cameron Pickersgill. Out of the zone, but onto a Raven stick. 7:21 to play here in the third period at 80 Knox Herman Arena. The Windsor Aces trail the St. George Ravens by a score of 4-3. And the Ravens with the puck. Stolen away, up and over. Puck was sitting on the blue ice, a little quick whistle. And Noche does a Patrick Waugh, drops the stick and grabs it with the blocker hand for the whistle. Face off to the right of Noche. Cameron Pickersgill in. Liam Hurley in. Face off won by Hurley. As two aces converge on the puck. Taken away from Buckley. Cameron Pickersgill whiffs on that. In tight shot. Pickersgill. Up to Jake Pickersgill. On his knees. Gets it out of the zone. And across. Quickly up to Alampi. Alampi can't handle it. It goes into the corner. Here comes Jake Pickersgill. Gets to the blue line. And has the puck lifted. Luke Mahan controls his man. As Lane Gwen knocks it out of the zone. St. George Ravens back in their own zone. Up to neutral ice. Quick pass up. Looking for Nick Bro. Nick Bro can't quite handle it as Talipov checks him. Across to Alela. Alela. Quick shot on the net, off the pads of Uplegger and into the corner. Alela once again working in the corner with the puck. Pickersgill takes him off the puck. Jake Pickersgill up to Cameron Pickersgill. Can't quite get it out, and the puck manages to squeak out, and the Ravens have to retreat. Back up to Alela. Altman now with the puck. Quick shot on net. Altman back in there with it. Alela's chasing it up into the netting. .5:30 to go here in the third period. Score remains 4-3 in favor of the St. George Ravens. You're watching Windsor Aces hockey on WeTV. Live at 80 Knox Herman Arena. Yetman in to take the face off. He didn't really work for it. He just let the Ravens take control. Quick pass out. Yetman with the puck. Tied up in his feet. He manages to get it out. Tries to dump it back to Alex Seegers. Mitchell Olsen shovels it in. There's Gilbo now. Seegers out in front of the net. Puck's knocked off his stick. They're trying to tie this game up. There's Hardig. Takes a little whiff at it. But a quick shot by Liam Buckley, and that one gets past Zachary Uplegger. .15:04 of the third period. And Liam Buckley adds to the score. Now 5-3. Just under 5 minutes to play. They'll do that one again. Puck wasn't dropped fairly. They'll ask Getman to leave. Seegers comes in. Wins the faceoff, can't quite control it. Talipov with a quick shot on Noche. Noche knocks it up, catches it with the glove, makes it look easy. And he's content with a faceoff to his right. His team leads 5-3. St. George Ravens with the puck up the far boards. Across line. Dropped back to Hurley with a quick shot. Back into the Ravens zone. Pass from defense to defense. Up and off the handle. And back into the Aces zone. Luke Mahan tries to pull the puck into him. Can't quite get a hold of it. Jordan Clark is the first one to the puck on the near boards. He shovels it back into the corner. And Talipov gets it out, but right onto the stick of Liam Hurley. Hurley passes it back. You see Gilbo in there trying to steal the puck away. Working down low, taking two men with him. Gilbo's on the ice and the puck is leaving the zone. Nikolic off the glass, in the zone, deep, all the way to the end boards. Noche with control. Passes it off. That's Gilbo. Nikolic now with it. Up to Pickersgill. Bounces off Nikolic. Quick shot just wide of the net, but Noche flashes the leather, and the puck winds up inside. 3:14 to play here in the third period. Windsor Aces hockey. They need to put something together if they want to send this game into overtime. Lots of time left, but they need to. Aces win the face-off. And the St. George Ravens skate away with it. In the Aces zone. Back around. Liam Buckley gets to it first, passes it back. They'll just work the clock. Up by 2. Here comes Yetman. Across the red line. Backhands it deep into the zone. Noche has to play it. Yetman can't quite hold it in. And Milos Nikolic goes after it. Mitchell Olsen. Back to Nikolic. Long lead pass. The Netelchenko can't quite handle it. And the Ravens are just trying to play keep away at this point in time. Shaheen, quick shot wide of the net. Shaheen gets across, almost picks up his own rebound. Mitchell Olsen now. Olsen shoots it up right onto the stick of Pickersgill. Pickersgill inside the line. Jake and Cameron Pickersgill in doing on the forecheck. Talipov tried to knock it down, can't quite keep it in. There's Mahan. Keep it in as the clock winds down. 1:30 to go, and the Aces are scrambling now. Uplegger still in the net. Pickersgill shoots it deep as Guan goes after it. Guan comes out of the scrum with the puck. Quickly hands it off. Shot on net. Out to Talipov. Talipov, quick shot into a crowd. It gets back down. Net's empty. And the Aces are trying to make sure that the puck doesn't get inside their blue line. Here's Bryce Yetman. Across, splits the D into the corner. Yetman shoots it around quickly out of the blue ice. And the puck gets shoveled down. Empty net available for Nick Bro, and he shoots it wide. Liam Hurley holding it in. There's Luke Mahan in there with him. Hurley and Mahan fighting for it. Mahan gives him the shove. Pushing it down into the near boards. 32 seconds as it gets dumped down. Talipov with it in his own zone. Trying to protect the empty net. There's Nikolic. Quick pass up. Zach Bro. Hops over the stick of Yetman. Talipov dumps it deep. There you see the clock. As the buzzer goes. Final score here at the 80 Knox Herman Arena. The St. George Ravens are successful in their quest to keep their winning streak alive. They're now on a 5-game winning streak, and they have broken the streak of the Windsor Aces. They are now 4-1 in their last 5. Head-to-head, the St. George Ravens lead that category as well. They're up 2-1 on the Windsor Aces. Well, the St. George Ravens got going really early, had 2 goals in 31 seconds in the first period, and then repeated that feat in the second period. 2 goals again in the second period, 32 seconds apart. And that pretty much was the answer to winning this game. 2 really, really quick goals, beating Zachary Uplegger. That'll give him his 4th loss on the season. Keeping his goals against average a little over 4, but still under 5. His save percentage will go down a little bit. And there you see our final score, the St. George Ravens 5 and the Windsor Aces 3. I'm Mark Knight for WeTV. Thanks for joining us here at 80 Knox Herman Arena and Windsor Aces Hockey. We'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.